Right, everybody, welcome to our Own Your Own Life event, UK. It is Wednesday, the 15th of August. Sorry, I got that right. And we've got everybody joining us from all over the world, which is amazing. We're a team of people that get together every week, very like-minded, to promote health and wealth in all of our team members and to help people get to levels that in their health and in their life that they never thought they could achieve. Our chosen product and program is the JBT program, and our nutritional support is called Juice Plus, and that's why we're here tonight. So I'm just going to briefly tell you, I came across Juice Plus at a really difficult time in my life where I suddenly hit menopause and went from a person that was able to do everything and thought I could do everything in my life to someone who felt stupid and unchallenged, and I just felt like I had no energy. I really didn't feel like myself anymore, and it was quite challenging emotionally for me, and a little bit depressing. And my friend Bella said to me, well, I've got this thing. And I went, well, let's try it, let's see. And I have never looked back, and I wish I'd found it 20 years ago. And I'm passionate about making sure that kids today get what we get so that they grow up to have an amazing life with, and help their bodies to heal themselves, basically. So I then took on the business as well because I am passionate about spreading this, and everybody on this call today actually has the same view in mind. We're passionate about spreading the word, making sure people are healthy, and making sure people stay as disease-free as you can, basically, and live a healthy, wealthy life. So without further ado, I'm going to pass over to the lovely Amy, and she's going to tell you more about our product and our amazing program. So Amy, take it away.
Thanks, Jackie. Thanks for having me on to share our amazing products and our amazing program too. Just to give you a little bit of background of myself, I've been on the product since January this year. I'm in the corporate industry, and sort of leading up to Christmas is one of my busiest times when I'm on the road a lot. I stay away from home a lot, and just making the wrong choices in nutrition, stopping at services and just not picking the salad choice. And it was when my sister-in-law said to me, why don't you give these a go? And it was my sister-in-law and my brother that were on the products. And I didn't need to be skeptical about them because I could see how amazing they were doing on it. So I just said, what have I got to lose? So I said yes, and I started them in January. And I didn't do anything different with my diet to start with. I just started taking the capsules. And within 2 to 3 weeks, I saw a huge difference. And the biggest difference that I saw was I had my nights back, because before then I was coming home, eating dinner and crashing on the couch. I was absolutely exhausted, but I didn't really notice it at the beginning. I didn't really think, what's changed? And it was just a huge eye opener for me for that particular reason. And I'm going to keep our products and our programs simple and quick tonight, because to me that's pretty much what they are. They are simple and quick in terms of simple, because in these is fruits, vegetables and berries in a vegan capsule. That's how simple they are. And quickness is it takes you less than 30 seconds to get 30 different vegetables, fruit and berries into your body every single day. So it was a bit of a no-brainer for me. And if you look at the labels on the back, they're food labels. For example, in our veg one, we've got carrots, parsley, broccoli, spinach, kale, tomatoes. There's no words on here that we cannot pronounce. There's no very big words that you think, what is that? And that's just our vegetable ones. But what I love most about them is they bridge the gap to between what we are doing and what we should be doing. And I think that's what resonated with me, is being as busy as I am. And for those of you are the same, if you've got children, you're in a full-time job, and you're just not able to get all the nutrients, the portion of fruits and veg they were supposed to have every day, that's just increasing every day. And this is what these our Juice Plus capsules do, is they help bridge that gap for us. But one of the best things about this, so if we go back to our capsules, so these are adult fruits, vegetables and berries, but we also do kiddies ones. We do exactly these, but in a chewable form. And our kids, unfortunately, I don't have any children, so I don't have any here to show you, but I've tasted my nieces and I can tell you they are divine. I'm from South Africa and it reminds me of a lolly that I used to love when I was a kid. So I feel like I just need to buy them just to have them in the house, just to have them as a snack. But the next thing about that is the kids have them for free. That is right, they have them for free. They have them for free with one adult that takes our premium or our fruits and vegetables, and they don't have them for free just for a month or 4 months. They have them free for 4 years between the ages of 4 and 18. That works out to be just under 1,500 pounds of free fruits and vegetables that our company are putting into all of our kids' programs into our bodies. Sorry, we have one of the largest observational studies around our family Healthy Start program. And, you know, what we're seeing in our kids after being on the product for just 1 year is they're less sick, which obviously is, you know, they're gonna be, because they're getting all these amazing nutrients into their bodies on a daily basis. They are making the better choices in their food. It's not parents that are saying, you now need to eat the vegetables. They are wanting it because they're putting the good nutrients into their body. They're craving the good nutrients to eat. And also they drink a lot more water. And I must say, that's one big thing that I actually noticed when I started on the capsules, is I drink a lot more water, at least a minimum of 2 liters a day. Before, I could go days without having any water, and now I literally am devastated when I've left my bottle at home, because I've somehow lost the ability to drink water out of a glass, just like Renata's doing right now. I need my bottle of water because that's how I roll. One of the most recent products is our Omega blends. These are pretty amazing. They are vegan and they are plant-based. So we bypass the fish, so no more fishy burps. We bypass the fish and we go straight to the source, which is the algae. And that gets us, so it's the quickest way to get good fats into our bodies. The Omega blends are good for our skin, for our nails, for our hair. But I've literally just started taking these in the last 2 weeks because I'm back playing netball this year after an ACL surgery last year. My knee's still a little bit stiff, so I'm going to give these a go because they're also really good for inflammation. So I just want these to help me repair my body with everything else that I'm going, because as we all know, netball's not the greatest sport for knees, hence the reason I have a knee injury. The next product that we have is our protein powders. So they come in chocolate and vanilla. They come in large pouches like this, so you can have this at home. Or if you're someone like myself who's on the road a lot, stays away from home a lot, we have little sachets that you can just pop in your handbag, or you can pop in your suitcase. Even if you're going on holiday, you can take these with. I actually recently purchased myself a little cheap blender so I can have these at work, because just as an afternoon snack, when instead of craving some chocolate or looking for some chocolate, I can just have a chocolate complete powder. And honestly, it really does help me out throughout the day. But these are, again, they're plant-based. They've got quinoa, they've got pea protein, they've got broccoli, they've got spirulina. We all know that we've all got a bit of spirulina hiding in the back of our cupboard, and we're trying to make it taste as good as we can, but somehow we just cannot do that. But these have that. So any of us who are iron deficient, especially if we've gone vegan or vegetarian and we do lack in iron, these are our protein powders that are superfoods. And I was actually watching an event recently, and one of the girls on there said that if you're on our premium, which is our fruits, berries, and vegetables, and on these, you're getting 70 different fruits, vegetables, and berries before your day has even started. And I cannot live without these. My boyfriend and I have one of these every single day. pretty much every single day, because they're quick, they're easy, I can make it and I can jump in the car and I can have it on route, and they are a complete lifesaver. And just to know that you're getting extra nutrients in your body and having an amazing smoothie, and also you can add, you know, extra fruits, vegetables, kale. It's one of the best things that we have with our products is we're not just saying, here's a product, take a product. We've actually got an amazing supporting program to go with it that was actually put together by Kira Westwick. Adam Westwick, her husband, is on tonight and he will say hi later. But the program consists of over 300 different recipes. This all looks a bit tatty, apologies, but that's how much I use it. But we've got breakfast, lunch, dinner, we've got snacks, it's got meal plans, it's got shopping lists, you know, all the do's and don'ts. If you wanted to do a quick detox, it's got it in there. We've got Father's Day recipe books, we've got Christmas, we've got Mother's Day, Easter, we've got a whole wholesome kids one, and I love the kids one. I just think the recipes in there just give our program and give food, and it gives the kids an interest in it again. Kira's made it so fun and easy for both parents and children to get involved and really enjoy food again and get that great relationship back with food. So I mean, that was quick and simple. There's so many other benefits to the program and the products, but I just wanted to keep it simple and just put it into how it is in my lifestyle. And I personally cannot live without both the products in terms of the capsules and the protein powders, and as well as the protein the program. So thanks very much, and I'm going to pass you over to Ivy, who's going to give us a little bit of a share on her product.
Thanks, Amy. Yeah, so 7 years ago, I had a whole bunch of health issues that took me out of work, and I just basically sat home and in bed a lot because I was sick, fibromyalgia, 2 herniated discs, arthritis, insomnia, depression, anxiety, and just it was pretty miserable, and it was miserable. So I had a friend who actually is on here tonight, Dee, and she was introduced to them. She introduced me, started taking them, and within 5 days, I was full of energy, which when I had fatigue all the time, the energy was just amazing. And then like 2-3 weeks later, my insomnia started clearing up. So I started sleeping again at night, which was really awesome because tossing and turning all night long sucked. So the insomnia going away was great. And, you know, also when the Omegas came out, they came out after I started the Trio. And so when I introduced the Omegas to my life, I got off my depression medication. So life is just fantastic now because I still have my breakthrough moments and the depression kind of takes me down for a couple of days. But I mean, I'm not on any medications anymore and it's just amazing. And my hair has gotten really nice. I love to bleach it so I can play with colors. And it used to be really dry and frizzy. Now it's all soft and it's just really nice. My nails are growing like crazy. I tried for 20 years. People kept telling me different things, you know, try this, try that. It'll make your nails grow. Nothing helped. Now I'm cutting my nails like every 2 weeks because they're growing so fast on me, and I'm loving that. So there's just been so many amazing changes these have brought into my life, and it's been absolutely wonderful. And I share it with everybody that I can. So that's the quick and short of all of my stuff. There's a lot more I'm probably forgetting to tell you, so I'm sorry, but that's how many changes that have happened in my life. So thanks for letting me be here tonight to share my story with you, and I'm going to pass you over to Alora.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Yes? Perfect. Oh, okay. So I'm going to take my head. Like, I can't actually speak them in. My name's Laura, and I've just recently joined up to Juice Plus, which is really exciting. It's weird not being able to hear anyone else on the call because I don't like being the only one that can speak. But yeah, no, I just joined up. I'm a personal trainer. I'm living in the UK at the moment, but I'm originally from Australia, so I'll be back in 2 months, hoping to grow a small team here and then a small team back home and then let it go like wildfire. But yeah, no, I think my mum actually was the first one that got on the products in our family. It was recommended to her by her doctor. I thought, okay, well, it's recommended by a doctor. Clearly, this isn't just some crap that someone's trying to sell her. It's her doctor telling her. And in the last year, I've seen a great improvement in her and in her energy levels and her excitement for life, which is really, really cool. And then when my friend Jo, who's on this call as well, told me about the products and about the business opportunity, I thought, hey, that would go really well with my personal training. And that sounds like something I like. I know how this kind of, I guess, like multi-level marketing, but more so just recommendation kind of business works. And so I'm really excited to start my journey. And yeah, I'll hand it back over to whoever I'm handing it to. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Laura. It's me, Renata. I'm taking over from you, and congratulations on your launch. It's really good to have you.
Thank you very much.
We have this global family all together, every single continent we have over here. Huge congratulations. Really excited what the future brings for you and what we could do together and help each other out. It's always, for me, the biggest and the hardest to follow up after the product stories, because it always takes me back into my story, how I started and how skeptical I was when I started. And the question what I had just before I got home, I had a quick meeting with a lovely lady, and her first question was what my first question was 2 years ago: is that the pyramid scheme? And it's always coming up. And since I've joined this business, I can really honestly tell you what is the pyramid. The pyramid scheme is what the company I work for the last 11 and a half years, a big, huge corporation. And Google is a pyramid scheme, and Apple is a pyramid scheme. And I just want to show you what it means to work for a pyramid scheme, which is my company. As I said, it's a big corporation where I work for. There are different levels, and everyone, or most of the people, start on the bottom, and there are levels you can go up. In my company, you start on the coordinator level, where I started 11 and a half years ago. You can move up to be a lead. You can move up to be a supervisor, which I'm currently holding that position for after 11 and a half years, really, really hard work. I can be a manager next. I can be a director. I can be a VP, SVP, and eventually, maybe in 200 years, I can be a CEO. The CEO, who is the only person in this lovely pyramid scheme where I work for. So this is what we are. I've got colleagues who are started the same as I am, who wanted to be a supervisor, who jumped up and pushed and backstepped, and they are up there now. This is my pyramid scheme in my company. And I can honestly tell you, the most amazing thing about what we do is that it's nothing to do with any pyramid. It's nothing to do with backstabbing or jumping up or finding a best boss who likes me and can support me. Because in this business, you're your own boss, and you do exactly as much as you want to do. You work as hard as you want, and you can reach whichever position you want to reach, because it's up to you, not up to anyone else, not up to anyone else's preferences, not anyone else's likings or unlikings. If we show the pyramid scheme, there's a lovely rectangle, which is an open rectangle. Don't forget about my drawing skills. It's never improved since I was a child. But let's say this is an open rectangle, and as the same, we start the same place from the bottom, and depending on how much time, how much effort, how much willingness, how big our vision, we go up high to the pivotal positions. Anyone can reach this position, and it's nothing to do with anyone else but you or me. And we are here on this call. We are all here supporting each other. It's a global business, as you can tell. There's Australia, South Africa, America, UK. We are all here globally, and we help each other out, even though most of us are not even in the same team. We not even have to push each other, but we help each other out. And you could see our lovely chats all the way up to Wednesday night, and we have the support, the respect for each other. So what I just want to say is basically I'm here for what I want to achieve, because it's up to me then who I want to be. I'm here for the community, these amazing people all around in this call, and I'm here for achieving my dreams. And now I can pass it over our beautiful Bella, who's going to talk a little bit more about what we do and how we do and what we can have.
Thanks, Renata. Hi, everyone. So I'm Bella. I'm based in London, and I was lucky enough to stumble across our magic beans, as I like to call them, nearly 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years in October. So I suffered for quite a lot of years going to my doctor and getting misdiagnosed with vitamin D deficiency. And my symptoms kept getting worse despite them trying to pump me with really high dose vitamin D supplements that did nothing. And I deteriorated quite badly to the point where I felt like a decrepit old 85-year-old 2 years ago. I couldn't hold a mug of coffee. I couldn't chop vegetables. I walked around like the Tin Man that needed oiling. And after lots and lots of investigations, they discovered that I'd actually gone through early menopause. So not vitamin D at all. I didn't want to do the HRT route because I'm scared of all the cancer links, etc. And at the time I was quite angry with synthetic hormones, because I feel that I was on the pill and that was masking my diagnosis. And had I not been on that, I might have discovered sooner, and I might have had a chance to actually try and have a baby naturally before it was too late. But it wasn't meant to be, so there we go. But I literally started seeing a friend of mine who I used to work with in London 10 years ago posting about these magic beans. She's over in Australia as well. She actually lives quite near Adam, which I'm very jealous about, because you get to see her all the time, Adam, and I don't. She lives on Mermaid Beach. So anyhow, I got in touch to find out about it, and it's fruit, veg and berries, and it's completely revolutionized my life, because I now am completely pain free. All of the, by the way, million menopause symptoms that nobody knows about, because I didn't know about them, have gone. And I don't get hot flushes, and I don't get night sweats anymore. And by the way, that's the only symptom I knew about. And let me tell you, they are the least of your worries. So yeah, this has changed my life. And I decided to go into the business literally because I had to tell the world my eyelashes had balded and they grew back, and I've got to say that was the thing that excited me the most, before I then realised that all my aches and pains weren't there and everything else. But one of the things I was worried about, because it's multi-level marketing, was that I wouldn't know enough people. And I think most people that go into this business really panic and think, I don't know anyone, you know, I would never make it work, it would never be successful, etc., etc. So I'm going to show you what we like to call the popcorn effect. So the wonderful Adam was over in Australia, and he decided to take a chance on this business. He then learned how to do it, and he introduced a few people and taught them how to do the business as well. One of these wonderful people was his beautiful wife, Kira, and she then taught a few people and brought in, I believe it was Erin, who then taught a few more people, and Jordana, who then taught a few more people, which was Tammy. Tammy taught Sasha. Sasha taught me. And then I have since taught the fabulous Jackie that you all met when we started the call, the gorgeous Greta, who's also on the call, my gorgeous baby sister, who may not be on the call because she's busy having a holiday, and obviously they have started teaching people too. So as you can see, if you teach one or two people who then teach one or two people, very quickly this starts to grow. Now, Adam didn't know me at all, and I didn't know Tammy, I didn't know anyone else up here, but through this business, and because we get on these online calls every week and we do our training and we get to reach out to people if we have questions or if we're struggling, everybody above this line, so like Tammy, Jordana and Erin and even Adam, I would now be able to call friends. And I can't wait till I go over to Australia, because I will be giving him the biggest squeezes ever, because we just get to chit chat on Zoom calls, on Messenger, and yeah, they're always there for me. There's other amazing women that I've met through this business that aren't part of my team, but because they were originally based in the UK, that was my time zone. When I had questions, they spent hours answering my questions and stuff, and she's one of my fabulous friends now. And I don't know if Michaela's on the call or not, but she's got like a 6-week-old newborn baby, so we don't see her as often, but she's amazing and awesome, and I wouldn't have been where I am now without her help. And it actually has no impact on her business at all how much she helps others or not. And yeah, so we don't only get to earn money by helping people, we actually build amazing friendships and relationships, and it's like a personal development program disguised as a business. So lots of us have grown a lot out of our comfort zone since starting, and yeah, that's one of the things that worried me, and I'm really glad that I gave it a chance, because now I see that you don't need to know 1 million people, just 1 or 2 to start. The other thing that's amazing about our business model is that our company, as you've heard, are the company with the heart, because not only do they invest in children's health, they also like to share their profits with the people that work the hardest. So a little show of hands, how many people actually get a bonus with their work? Yeah, there's not too many of you on here. What we do is we get paid 3 ways. So we get paid a retail profit, we get paid a commission, and we get paid bonuses. Now, as Renata had mentioned, you don't have to like go for the bonuses if you don't want to. You can work as much or as little as you want to, and you can go for the incentives if you want to or not. But the very first bonus that you get is in your second promotion, and it's £300. Can you see that? And then it goes on to £900. And then Juice Plus likes to double things. So from there, the next bonus goes up to 1,800, and then you've got quite a few in between. And when you get to the pinnacle position, which is the Presidential Marketing Director, are you ready? We get £28,800 in a bonus alone. So if you're going to be making that as a bonus, can you imagine what your monthly income is going to be? Now, the beauty of this is that the paycheck that you take home is a reflection of how many people's lives that you're actually changing and how many people you're helping and impacting their lives for the better, which is what makes me jump out of bed in the morning, because helping people has always been in my DNA. And so this, for me, has answered all my prayers at once. To put in perspective how much this actually is, in the UK national average salary is £27,000. So this is a pretty big deal. So that's what I wanted to tell you about our business side. So I'm a little bit thrown. The dog's kind of wincing and jumping around, destroying my house in the background. So Jax, can you pass it over to the next person? Sorry.
Lovely. We're going to pass over to the lovely Dee Dee to tell us about her business story now, as well as, go ahead.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Bella. That was so interesting. I mean, I don't think we've had an audience like that trying to get with us so hard, even though they were puppies. So anyway, let me tell you a bit about my background first, so you can put this in perspective. I once worked for the company which you know as AT&T. All that stuff Renata spoke about, that was me. I went through all of that, the clawing and all those kind of things. It was so very hard. And then I ended up getting fired because I was sick. I have Crohn's, colitis, fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis. I have since lost my colon. And I was fired and sent home to live my life comfortably, whatever that's supposed to mean. So that was it. I was considered unemployable and put on permanent disability, because that's how they see it. Now, I'm in the U.S., and for a long time I thought this was just a U.S. thing, but our business is global. So meeting all of these people, I found out it's not. And I also met a friend online who is from UK. His name is Philip. This is recent. Philip, he was working and everything. He also has Crohn's. And just yesterday or the day before, I want to say he told me he was finally fired. You know, and my thing was, I thought it was just us because we don't have healthcare here, you know, and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, surely this is just an us problem. It's not. This world, I mean, it's just hard. That's just the way it is. If you're sick, disabled, if you're having to take care of an elderly parent or somebody ill in your family, the world is just not cut out for that. I mean, this job is really perfect for at-home moms, sure, but it's perfect for those who just cannot get out into the workforce, or the workforce feel they no longer want us around. And I'm a perfect example of that. I'm here now because once a week, this is my treat to come and get with these beautiful people from across the world. We hang out and exchange stories, but in general, 24 hours a day, I'm in my bed. And I'm still sick, I still suffer. But I do this job from my phone, from my bed. That's what I do. You know, so I'm pretty sure if I can manage to do this, anybody can. It's now changed my world. And the biggest thing for me is that this company offers healthcare. So although I currently do get some help, but again, I would probably have a colon, I would have teeth. I would not be this sick if I were in practically any other country. But once I do make it to the top, which I'm on my way to do, I will be in a much better position and able to have a better life. So I am very grateful for this opportunity. I would not have this with any other business model. And this company offers benefits that I will say few. I think I know of 4. And I can honestly say that maybe 4 do. So if you're on the fence and thinking about it, take a chance. you could, it could be everything. So I'm going to pass this on so we can learn more.
Right, I'm going to pass over to Adam Westwick, who's joining us tonight from Australia, our illustrious leader, and he's going to wrap this up and tell you everything. I kind of wrap up our little event. All right, thanks, Adam.
Thanks, Jack. Thanks for having me on, guys. Always a pleasure to plug in from Australia. My name is Adam. I've been involved in the Juice Plus company for just over 4 years. May 2014 is when I took the leap of faith and decided to give this a go. At the time, I was a traditional business owner, probably working 60, 70 hours a week. It is 6 o'clock in the morning now. I normally, this time of the morning, had probably already trained 2 or 3 people. Most of my days started about 4:30 in the morning to get to the gym and train people. I was a personal trainer. And I had my own business, and as much as I was doing a lot of what I loved, I certainly didn't own my own life. My business owned me. And I think, at the end of the day, although I love business and I love traditional business, it never really delivered on the dreams and aspirations that I was looking for, which was, well, I wanted to get ahead in wealth, in finance, but I also wanted to have a lifestyle that I could choose what I did. And that business never really delivered that. I had lots of staff and lots of overheads and lots of liability. And with that comes a lot of stress, and certainly was taking its toll on my health, on our relationship, and then obviously the relationship that I wasn't having with my kids also. I was missing out on a lot of good times, and my little girls are 10 and 6 now, but at the time they were about 6 and 2, and I was missing some really important years of their life. This came along. I was very skeptical. I was actually inspired to have a look at this through some success that I heard about from some young 20-year-old kids in the UK. And although I came with my arms crossed, I came with an open heart and an open mind that maybe this could offer something. I'd heard about the use of social media. And I think in hindsight, when I look back now, 4 years on, it's easy for me to say this, I know, but life has changed. We live in such a different world, with the way we come across products and services through social media, the internet, and word of mouth. Then this business is really moving with the times. There's a reason why this profession is growing at a rapid rate because of the use of these amazing tools. My story is that, I was fortunate enough that when I did see this, I decided to give it a go and really go full out at it. I really saw that this could be something for us, even against the wish of my wife. My wife thought I was crazy and there's no way that I had any extra time to do anything like this. But it's probably the only thing that I'm allowed to say, that I was right and she was wrong for the rest of our lives. And it's certainly something that she doesn't regret that I've done. Within 10 months, I was able to replace our just 6-figure income through this business, doing it very part-time. If you're somebody who is wondering, I don't have the time to do something like this, I was certainly that person too. I wondered where I would fit any extra hours in for the hours that I was already working. But I just found half an hour most days, and it started to build, and I really focused on the activities that counted, and that started to build momentum, and I must admit it got a little addictive over time. I walked away from my traditional business, literally handed it over to somebody else 10 months into this, which was an absolute pleasure for all of us. My wife, 7 months into this, saw that this could be the thing to bring me home, and it did. And since then, now another 3 years on, it's kind of embarrassing how big this thing is these days. We probably make more money per month than we used to make per year, and I'm proud of that. I've certainly put in the effort, but we often say that the money you make in this business is just a direct reflection of the amount of lives that you're impacting with health and finance and wealth and lifestyle each and every day. I love what we do. And I think if you're someone here tonight, if you're watching the recording, I want to say congratulations, Alora, for launching in the UK. Good to see an Aussie rocking it in the UK. But also, you know, if you're watching here tonight, you know, I certainly was skeptical, but I certainly something about it resonated, and I'm so glad I took the time to get my questions answered. And I would encourage you guys to do the same. You know, if anything resonates, you know, I know for me, I think when I saw this event, I asked myself one question, and that was, what if? You know, what if this thing could work? What if I could create an extra stream of income? What would that mean for our family? What things could we start saying yes to? And, you know, the other question I think I asked myself, if it's not this, then what is it? What is going to be the thing that frees me of the crazy life that I was in? So if any of that resonates, I would just say to you guys, take the time to reach out to the person that shared this with you. I can tell you they shared this with you not for their benefit, but for yours. And, you know, you take the time to have a look and get your questions answered like I did. And who knows what this could be for you in the future. We're certainly not looking for everyone. We're looking for people that are ready to change their life, that want to plug into an amazing system and follow. And that's certainly what we've got. So thank you guys for having me on. It's an absolute pleasure as always. If you're a guest here, we want to say thank you, and we look forward to catching up with you guys hopefully in the near future. Bye for now.